From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good morning. We have finally at last made it to the weekend, and all things considered, I don't think we're doing too bad for this weekend. Starting out for today here in the valley, we're going to be kind of struggling to get near 60, much like yesterday, right? So we're kind of holding in that upper 50s, lower 60s type pattern with clear skies throughout the day. I will tell you that much. We have nice weather, right? We're holding the clear skies out through Siskiyou and Modoc County, even out towards the East Mountain. Of course, the only variability through the day are those temperatures depending on your elevation out there, the microclimates. But besides that, really no complaints, right, for the daytime, especially along the coast as well. I think those upper 50s, reasonable bet there as we head through this afternoon and the early hours of this evening. Head a little further inland there, kind of struggling, but you might be a little bit near 60, just kind of right there on the precipice with clear skies lasting all the way out through this afternoon and evening and probably into tonight and tomorrow as well. I'm not seeing much in the way of inclement weather besides these overnight temperatures. Of course, Mike was talking about that yesterday, and we're holding this right here. Freeze watch through the valley. That's going to be at least through tomorrow morning, so we'll keep an eye on that. But it is going to be brisk out there. I'll discuss that more in a few moments. But think about winterizing those plants, those pipes, and don't forget your pets outside, especially tonight. It's going to be cold out there in the valley. All right, so futurecast, rest of the day today, even by this afternoon, nothing. There's just a whole lot of nothing going on. And you know what? That's a good thing, right? We don't have much in the way of actual inclement weather, not snow, not rain, nothing like that. The wind, much like yesterday, I think will kind of be holding steady there. Not going to be quite as gusty today, I don't think, but you might still have some breezier conditions, especially as you hit closer to the coast here over the next several hours. So as far as inclement weather is concerned, that's really about it, to be honest with you. Not seeing any indications of anything much more than that. Of course, that wind might make the wind chills just a little bit lower, right? But besides that, not doing too shabby. And of course, through the night, it's going to get pretty brisk out there as well. But you know, I'm just not seeing much. This high pressure is doing us a lot of favors as it kind of drags south. But then the forecast starts to evolve in kind of an uncertain way, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about here through the week. We start to introduce the possibility of moisture through the midweek and later portions of the week, but it really depends on the model, right? It really depends on where your loyalty lies, so to speak, in the meteorological community. So this is the American model. This is the GFS, right? And it's actually kind of trending away from some moisture, I notice. And as we head towards other models, for example, the European model, which is another pretty reliable model that we use. You know, you want to combine, get the averages of what you see and use that, use your intuition to kind of put those together. That actually has more moisture across the area, right? So it's really kind of a split. It's kind of a tug of war between these two models, and we got to say, well, who do you trust? And to be honest with you, I'm sure the truth is somewhere in between, and I'm just not seeing a lot of huge rain chances with this system. Either way you swing it. I think the possibility of showers, especially south, maybe through the valley Thursday and into Friday, is, you know, kind of there, right? But I'm just not seeing huge rain chances. And that goes also pretty much out into a week from now into next weekend, to be honest with you. So I wouldn't worry about it. At least the next 5 days, we're doing just fine for most of us across the area, right? Along the coast for today, there are those upper 50s, near 60 I was talking about. You get up into the lower 60s down there in Garberville, and you head further south right through the valley. That's expected. You kind of struggle in some spots to get to 60, but you start to see some 60s mixed into the batch there. Out there in Chico and Oroville, you're there 61, 62 degrees, and then of course throughout the rest of us, head out towards the East Mountains, Modoc County. There you go with those mid-50s across the area for your highs today, and I think this will carry into tomorrow as well as we wrap up our weekend. All right, so 7-day forecast. Let's go ahead and see what we have in store. We're holding those 50s across the area. I think that's a reasonable bet there with clear skies for at least the next 5 days, right? And then towards the end of the week, that's what I was talking about with the possibility of some moisture. Again, I'm just not too convinced it's going to be a huge deal, right? Especially in the lower elevations. I think a lot of that precipitation is just going to kind of be a moisture-starved system. But 3,000 to 4,000 feet snow levels, yeah, you can kind of expect that. Showers of that precipitation nature are kind of possible, but I'm not seeing it as a huge deal right now. Of course, that could change. Things could go towards the other model solution soon, and I'll keep a close eye on that and keep you updated. But the bulk of the week, yeah, we're doing just fine. Clear, cool across the area, hopping down, taking a look at what we have in store in the valley as well, and you can see that trend holds there too. All right, so that's what we're talking about, holding those 60s across the area. Notice, though, we're talking lower 30s here in the valley here as we head through tonight and into tomorrow morning, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But besides that, yeah, daytime highs, really no reason to complain there with those lower 60s, much like today, much like yesterday, sticking around with a little bit less wind as we head deeper into the week. And of course, as mentioned there, chance of showers, pretty small there, sprinkles at best at the moment, but of course, models could evolve, that could change. First and middle half of the week, though, looking good in the valley there, and I think we're holding that for most of us across the North State, right? So weekend here along the coast, again, doing just fine, just above freezing there. Head out towards Weaverville, though, and towards Trinity County, right? You start getting those freezing conditions there as well. Clear throughout the week, and then the possibility of showers there as well. If anyone does see showers, of course, as usual, it'll be along the coast, probably the southern sides of the coast as well, if the current track of the system is to be believed, but it's a week out, that's probably going to change. All in all, I'll tell you this much. I think it's going to be a pretty nice weekend, a little cool. Got to watch out through tonight and into tomorrow morning. Got to start considering winterizing those pipes, those plants outside, and of course those pets, and stay warm yourself. But besides this, I'll tell you this much. I think the daytime for today, tomorrow, and the next several days in the work week is doing fantastic.